What is up, guys? Welcome to my channel. And today I received a package in the mail of some colored pencils. And these aren't just your regular Crayolas or a Prismacolor. No, these are actually Faber Castell Polychromos pencils, which I've been dying to try out. And the only reason I had these colored pencils is because I got them at a phenomenal price. A 10 of 12 of these Polychromos will usually run from 20 to 25 bucks, but I got this on eBay for 10 bucks in the package, brand new. Now, according to the package, it claims that these pencils have a soft, vibrant color laydown, high quality pigments in bright colors, unsurpassably light fast, and acid free. The package also states that the leads are bonded to prevent breakage, and it states that it is a thick oil-based lead that is water-resistant and smudge-proof. Now, when I opened the package, I was very surprised by how deep and rich and vibrant these pigments actually are. It's like these colors are like neon-colored pencils. They're just so bright and vibrant. Like this green in particular is the brightest color pencil that I've ever seen, ever. The 10 goes on to state that, founded in 1761, the Faber Castell Company produces artists' materials of an unsurpassed quality to satisfy the highest demands. For decades, Faber Castell colored pencils and crayons have been part of standard equipment of architects, illustrators, and artists of all kinds. Now, enough about the 10. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to see how well these colored pencils actually blend. And we're going to start off with a deep scarlet red. That's the actual name of the colored pencil. And as I started putting it on paper, I was very surprised at how well the color just came off the pencil and just came onto the paper. Being someone that's really used to using wax-based colored pencils like Prismacolors, I figured that this being an oil-based pencil and being harder, that I would have to press harder for it to come onto the paper, but that's not the case at all. Another thing I noticed was it's not really streaky. Being an oil-based pencil and being a harder lead, I figured that the lines that I put on the paper would be very distinct and they would just stand out and they would dig into the paper, but that's not the case at all. The lead was put down on the paper very, very smoothly. As I use this blue, I was surprised yet again as to how smoothly it actually transfers onto the paper. Not only that, it's a very, very rich blue for the amount of pressure that I'm using. I usually have a hard hand, but this is amazing at how well it's coming onto the paper and how well it's actually blending with the red. As you can tell, the blue isn't blending with the red flawlessly. Me being someone who always uses Prismacolor, I'm used to that waxy color pencil and that always blends perfectly. This one I'm having a little harder time doing, but for an oil-based pencil, it actually does pretty well, and I was actually really surprised at how well it does blend for an oil-based pencil. Now I'm blending the red in with the blue, and as you can see, it's not perfect, it's nothing like a Prismacolor, but it does do it pretty well. And for some reason there's more red than blue in this. It's probably because I have a heavy hand, but all in all, again, for an oil-based pencil, this is one of the best that I've seen. Now I'm going to do a value test just to demonstrate how you can get multiple values out of these colored pencils. As you can see, the red, I'm not putting much pressure on it. I'm probably about 70%, 100% being as hard as I can. But yeah, it's beautiful, it's vibrant, and again, I'm really surprised this being an oil-based pencil. And as you can see, I can make it just a tad bit lighter. That's probably about 50 or 60% right there, and I work my way down. I could have actually put more value or a larger value scale, but I wanted this video to be as quick as I possibly could make it. Now to test the value with the blue, and this blue is perhaps the best blue that I've ever seen in a colored pencil. It's just by looking at the exterior of the colored pencil, you'd think it'd be pretty light, but no, you get a very, very deep and very rich color out of these colored pencils. And again, you can see the values that I can give this color pencil. It's very, very similar to the red in terms of how vibrant and the value that you can actually get out of it. Now to test the value of the green, and the green color pencil is perhaps the only thing that I'm kind of disappointed with these colored pencils, and that's because I personally prefer a darker green, a richer green like that, like a forest green, and the only greens I got was this Christmas tree green and that neon green. But all in all, again, these pencils are pretty amazing in being able to show value and the richness and the smoothness that you can get out of these pencils. Now what I'm going to do is actually draw with these colored pencils. I decided to draw a candle, and what I decided to do with this candle was doing opposites, where the warm colors are actually going to be cooler, and where the cooler colors would be, they're actually going to be warmer. And I don't know, I thought that'd be fun, so I went ahead and did that. And as I was drawing, I noticed something that these pencils have claimed that they are smudge proof, and in a sense that is a true statement. When I was drawing, I didn't get color all over the paper from my hand dragging across the paper. I didn't have a problem with that, but if I wanted to smudge it to blend the colors together, I could do that very easily, and I really wasn't expecting it to smudge and blend like that with this being an oil-based pencil, but it does that, and it does it pretty well. Another thing that surprised me about these colored pencils is how easily you can actually erase them. And the reason that surprised me is because usually you can erase pretty easy with oil-based pencils, but I was surprised because these colors go into the paper so well, and you could put such a thick layer on, and it just, the way it comes off the pencil, you would think it'd be hard to erase it, but actually you can pick it up pretty well with a good eraser. So that is something that everybody wants. You want to be able to erase your work while also getting a vibrant and beautiful color. So to wrap this up, I would go ahead and say that these are the best pencils that I've ever tried out, mostly because I can get a beautiful, vibrant color out of a pencil that I know is going to last long because it's oil-based, and it's a pencil that will erase very, very easily. And to me, that's important because I do make a lot of mistakes, and I like to have that option to actually erase my work. But I'd go on to say that had I known how great these pencils were, I would probably actually buy them at full price. I would pay $25 for a 10 of 12 of these because I love them that much. So that's about all I got. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you want more content, please subscribe. Thanks, guys.